So after seeing so many posts, so many videos on X amount of lessons I learned at this age, or these things I would have wanted to know if I was this age, I decided to do my own. Actually, this started off as a blog post on Medium where I wrote 7 life lessons at 27. So currently I'm 27 years old. I work as an independent marketing consultant and sales consultant. And currently I'm traveling in Mexico City, where I'm currently based right now while I do my business. So I don't claim to have all the answers. I think I'm still figuring out life myself. I have a lot to learn about business, about life, relationships, love, fitness, health, all these topics. But I think that by doing this, this can help other people figure out what they can do in their lives to improve their lives. Then I've done my job. So without further ado, let's go into the 7 life lessons at 27. So number 1, stop worrying about what other people think. Live for yourself. So this is something I still struggle with, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your social circle, whether it's work. I think we all fall trapped into worrying about what other people think about us, especially in today's digital age where social media is comparing how great other people's lives are, and this person became a millionaire, and it can make you feel very self-conscious and anxious about what you're doing and your progress in your life. We live in a time of constant judgment, comparison, and criticism. Over the years, I've realized that most of the thoughts we assume other people have about ourselves is actually, most of it's in our own heads. And even if they're not, are you going to sacrifice your own happiness for people that may not even be that important in your lives and may not even be a part of your lives? Seeking approval keeps you stuck. All right, here's the next one, and I'm just going to read off of my blog post because that's going to be a lot easier to actually read to you guys. Be intentional. Balance flow with purpose. So I've always been somebody that goes with the flow, and what I've learned is that too much of it can lead to passivity. So what do I mean by that? So for example, in my career, I used to be somebody that would just wait for opportunities to come to me. I'd wait for people to reach out to me about a new job. I wait for recruiters to reach out to me on LinkedIn, which they did help me get some of my first jobs. However, if you rely on that too much, and if you rely on the luck too much, then it's really hard to advance intentionally and move forward in a way where you can start to create opportunities for yourself. The problem? Waiting rarely gets you where you want to be. Being intentional, whether it's learning new skills, networking, or taking calculated risk, that creates real momentum. Social life and dating. I just used to see where things went, but I've realized that without clear intentions, relationships, whether it be dating, friendships, they tend to stagnate. Whether it's making the first move or planning meaningful time with people or being upfront about what I want, taking an active role creates a more intentional and meaningful relationship. And then the last time is how I spend my free time. For a while, I let my free time be dictated by whatever was happening around me, defaulting to whatever friends were doing, mindlessly scrolling, or just filling the time with distractions. Now, I try to be more intentional about choosing the activities that align with what I like to do and brings me the most happiness. So, going with the flow is great, but flow without direction is just drifting. The key is knowing when to adapt and when to take control. Number 3, time is your most valuable resource. So lately, I've been more intentional about auditing my time. How many hours have I wasted scrolling through news that only makes me angry? Or doom scrolling social media or overcoming things that drain me? This doesn't mean every hour of my day needs to be productive. It means that when I spend time on something, I want it to be intentional. Whether it be that's working towards a goal, whether that's learning something new, or doing something I genuinely enjoy. I would be mindful about distractions that I call the poisons in your life. Balance productivity with meaningful downtime. 4, own your own life. The victim mentality is a trap. In my early 20s, I held on to thoughts like, this isn't fair, I deserve better, these people deserve better, why is this like this? But what I've learned is that while some things are truly out of our control, most of our life is shaped by how we respond to those situations. The key is knowing the difference, what you can control and what you can't control. Once you can answer that question, you can decide where to put your energy. So instead of focusing on what's unfair, focus on what's in your control. If you want better finances, take better control of your spending and your investments. If you want better relationships, be the type of person you want to attract. If you want a better career, focus on not only actively seeking opportunities, but also stacking skills that are in high demand. Blaming others might feel justified. It might even make you feel morally superior, but it won't move you forward. Ask yourself, what action can I do to improve my own life? Number 5, duality exists. I tend to follow a lot of philosophy, and one thing that I really enjoy reading about and thinking about is the duality of life. Duality is everywhere: success and failure, comfort and discomfort, risk and reward. Nothing is purely good or bad. Everything comes with a trade off. In relationships and breakups, I used to think that a breakup meant failure, but even the hardest endings taught me about myself and what I truly want. Love and loss often coexist. You can appreciate what something was while accepting it wasn't meant to be. Career, money, and success. Making more money or chasing success often requires long hours, stress, and sacrifices. But working less for more freedom can mean slower financial growth. The real challenge isn't just earning, it's finding the balance between the future and actually enjoying life now. Freedom and stability. Traveling has expanded my worldview, but deep friendships require time and consistency. Exploring new places is exciting, but real fulfillment comes from balancing adventure with meaningful relationships. Every choice comes with a trade off. Learning both sides can bring you clarity and peace. Number 6, regularly reflect, evaluate, and adjust. I've learned that if I don't regularly pause and evaluate my life, I end up running in circles. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and forget to check if you're even going in the right direction. So ways I stay self-aware: journaling. So writing down thoughts help me notice patterns, while keeping them in my head just makes them loop endlessly. I find it very therapeutic, and it helps me learn more about myself. Financial and career check-ins. I wish I had started investing seriously earlier. I used to spend without thinking, and looking back, much of it was on things I barely remember. Now I track my finances daily and invest with a long-term mindset. Even small changes in financial habits compound over time. Identifying your life season. Are you in grind mode, rest mode, or relationship building mode? Knowing where you are helps you make better choices. And last but not least, design your own life. You can reinvent yourself at any time. There is no single path in life. Some people chase wealth, some people prioritize family, some people prioritize traveling around the world. None of these paths are right or wrong. What matters is that your choice aligns with what truly fulfills you. Who you are today doesn't define who you'll be next year. If you want to change your career, move to a new city, develop a new skill, or shift your priorities, you can. Life isn't static. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep moving forward intentionally.